Why does God allow suffering? When you truly suffer, you don't look for a theory. You look for someone. It often begins in a hallway beside a closed door, where silence feels heavier than words. You lose the big words there. You just hold a hand, breathe slowly, and hope. Then pain follows you home, sits at the table, and touches every ordinary thing. And the question rises quietly, not from hatred, but from love that has been wounded. Lord, if you still see me here, why does it have to hurt this much? Sometimes the silence after the news feels heavier than the news itself. But inside that silence, you are not the only heart asking this question. Deep down, we are not begging for arguments, we are begging to know He is near. Deep down, we are not begging for arguments, we are begging to know He is near. Answers spoken too quickly can wound a person who was already barely standing.
It really is quite simple.
A shattered heart does not need a lesson first. It needs presence, patience, and mercy. It has always been this way. The suffering heart searches for a face, not a formula. It does not look for someone to blame. It looks for a God who does not leave. We see a man before loss touches him, before the dust covers his life. There is light, family, bread, work, and all the ordinary things we love too late. Then the news arrives, and one ordinary moment is broken beyond recognition. And before one grief has even landed, another rises and falls over it. The man is left low in the dust, with no answer strong enough to hold. Good people come near him, and for a while, they do the only holy thing. They stay without fixing him. Sometimes that helps more than any speech, but when they speak too soon, comfort slowly turns into another wound. Pain must be held before it is explained, and loved before it is judged. And here the path changes. We are not walking toward blame anymore. We are walking toward the question burning inside every person who has suffered. Is God far away when a human being breaks under more than they can carry? Many have searched for answers, but the deepest wound keeps asking for more. If He loves us, why does the world still bleed in front of Him? Maybe the answer does not begin with a perfect idea or a finished sentence. Maybe it begins with a God who comes closer than we expected. Because some pain cannot be explained cleanly without making it feel smaller than it is. Besides sickness, people do not ask for philosophy first. They ask for mercy and air. There, every grand sentence falls apart, and only careful love can remain standing. And real love never speaks from above the wound, as if it cannot be touched. That is why our eyes slowly move away from arguments and toward Jesus, toward the cup before Him, the pain even He did not want to drink, toward the night when the Son of God trembled under the weight of what was coming. In Gethsemane, Jesus does not look untouched by suffering. He looks crushed by it. He knows fear from the inside, not as an observer, but as one who entered it. He knows what it means to ask the Father for the pain to pass. And still, He stays. He does not run away from the wound of the world. When the torches come through the darkness, He does not hide from what is coming. The cross is not a theory about suffering. It is God coming all the way down. One nail shows how deeply the world can wound the innocent and call it justice. But even there, love does not pull away. Love remains until the end. Jesus cries the question we were afraid to say, "Why have you forsaken me?" From that moment on, no human pain is unknown to Him anymore. He has been there, inside fear, inside silence, inside abandonment, inside the dark. The stone closes, and for a moment, hope itself seems buried with Him. But morning still returns to our rooms, even when our hearts wake slowly. A mother in a hallway does not need a complete answer. She needs not to be alone. and the cross tells her something no argument could say. God entered the wound. The silence may remain for a while, but it no longer has to mean abandonment. Sometimes grace comes very small, a voice, a message, someone saying, "I am here." Sometimes faith can barely stand, but it is still turned toward the light. Crying is not always the end of faith. Sometimes it is where faith begins again. A small light can be enough when the night has become too large. Love does not always explain the pain. Sometimes it simply stays beside it. A person may rise from ashes, but not without marks, and not without tenderness. The same hallway can be crossed differently when you know you are not alone. Sometimes faith begins again without strength, only with a hand touching what is holy. Hope does not come all at once. It comes just enough for the next step. The question keeps walking with us, but now Jesus walks with the question. When you cannot read, hold the promise close to your heart and keep breathing. Healing may begin when someone refuses to leave the silence you are carrying. God does not despise tears. He sees them, receives them, and remembers each one. The cross remains the sign that love did not stay far above our pain, and the answer becomes bearable. A small light, a quiet prayer, a presence. Here the archive grows silent. Some pain must be held gently, not explained away. The page stays open because hope is still breathing somewhere inside the dark. Dawn does not erase the night. It walks through it slowly, without denying it. The question remains, but now it does not remain alone. It remains with Jesus.